Feeling lost? Here's how to find your way back. We all face moments when things feel like they're falling apart, and it seems easier to give up than to keep going. So let's take a deep breath, find that inner strength, and dive into the steps that can lead us back to motivation and purpose. First things first, if you're feeling overwhelmed or defeated, it's okay. Acknowledge your feelings. It's important to recognize that these emotions are a natural part of life. Don't try to bury them or pretend they aren't there. Ignoring your feelings can make them grow stronger and more difficult to manage. It's normal to go through moments where you feel like giving up, but the important part is not letting those feelings control you. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the strength to overcome them. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a surfer, and you see a massive wave coming towards you. The wave represents your challenges and emotions. You wouldn't pretend it's not there, right? You wouldn't ignore it and hope it goes away. You wouldn't turn your back on it and hope it just disappears. That would be dangerous and unwise. No, you would face that wave head-on, acknowledge its power, and then use your skills and strength to ride it out. This is how you should approach your emotions and challenges. Feeling down, feeling lost, feeling like giving up, those are just waves in the ocean of life. They come and go, but they don't define you. They're a natural part of the journey. Every wave you face is an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. What matters is how you respond to them. Your response shapes your experience and your growth. Do you let them crash over you, pull you under, and drag you down? Or do you find the strength within to rise above them? Or do you acknowledge their power, respect their presence, and then find a way to ride them out? This choice is always yours to make. You are the awareness behind those emotions. You are the observer. You have the power to choose your response. You are the one who gets to choose how you respond. Embrace this power and navigate your waves with courage and wisdom. Tip number 2, break it down into smaller steps. When you're faced with a huge challenge, it can feel overwhelming, and the idea of tackling everything at once can make you want to quit. Instead of looking at the big picture, focus on smaller, more manageable tasks. Break that massive goal into bite-sized pieces. Think about it this way. Even the longest journey starts with a single step, and then another and another. Before you know it, you've covered miles without even realizing it. Instead of focusing on the finish line, which can feel impossibly far away, focus on the next step right in front of you. Remember, even small steps create momentum, and momentum creates energy, motivation, and a sense of progress. Tip number 3, reconnect with your why. Remember why you started in the first place. Think back to that initial spark, that moment of inspiration that set you on this path. Whether it's a personal goal, a career ambition, or a dream you've held close to your heart, or something that lights up your soul, connect with that deeper purpose. It's what makes the journey worthwhile. Life can throw us curveballs. It can be unpredictable and challenging. It can lead us down unexpected paths, ones we never anticipated, present us with challenges we never saw coming, and obstacles that seem insurmountable. And sometimes, it can make us forget why we started on this journey in the first place. We lose sight of our original motivation. But in those moments of doubt, when everything seems overwhelming, in those times when you feel like giving up, it's crucial to pause and reflect. It's essential to reconnect with your why. Revisit the reasons that fueled your passion. Why are you doing this? What is the core reason behind your efforts? What is the driving force behind your actions, your goals, your dreams? What keeps you moving forward? Your why is your anchor. It grounds you and gives you stability. Your why is your anchor. It's what keeps you grounded when the winds of change start to blow. It's what keeps you grounded when the winds of change start to blow. It provides a sense of direction and purpose. It's the fuel that keeps you going when you feel like you have nothing left in the tank. It reignites your passion. It's the North Star that guides you through the darkness and leads you back to your path. It illuminates your way. Because when you connect with your why, you find clarity and purpose. You tap into a wellspring of strength, motivation, and resilience that will carry you through even the toughest times. And with that connection, you can overcome any adversity, find strength in the toughest times, and keep moving forward. Chapter 4. Cultivating your circle of light. Tip number 4. Surround yourself with positivity. This means being intentional about the people you spend your time with and the environments you place yourself in. When you're struggling, it's easy to feel isolated or to get bogged down by negativity. These feelings can be overwhelming and make it difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But the people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, and even the thoughts you allow in your mind can make a huge difference. They can either uplift you or drag you down. Think about it. We become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Their influence shapes our mindset, our attitudes, and even our behaviors. Their energy, their beliefs, their habits, they all rub off on us, whether we realize it or not. This is why it's crucial to choose your circle wisely. So if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's going to be that much harder to stay motivated and positive yourself. Negative energy can be contagious and draining. But here's the good news. You have the power to choose who you allow into your life. You can decide to distance yourself from negative influences. You get to decide what energy you surround yourself with. This includes the content you consume, the activities you engage in, and the thoughts you entertain. And the more you surround yourself with positivity, with people who lift you up, with content that inspires you, with thoughts that empower you, the easier it will be to stay motivated and focused on your goals. This positive energy will help you cultivate a brighter, more fulfilling life. Chapter 5. The power of replenishing your spirit. Tip number 5. Take care of yourself. When you're burnt out, it's hard to find motivation. That's why self-care is so important. Whether it's physical activity, spending time in nature, journaling, or getting a good night's rest, taking care of your body and mind helps recharge your energy and makes it easier to keep going. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to neglect ourselves. We pour so much of ourselves into our work, our relationships, our responsibilities, that we often forget to refill our own cups. But here's the thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't keep giving and giving without taking the time to replenish your own energy, nourish your soul, and take care of your well-being. Self-care is not selfish. It's a necessity. Chapter 6. Celebrating the journey, not just the destination. Tip number 6. Embrace progress, not perfection. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of perfection, but it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Celebrate every small victory, no matter how small it seems. Every step forward is a win. In a world that often glorifies instant gratification and overnight success, it's easy to fall into the trap of perfectionism. We set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, compare ourselves to others, and focus on our shortcomings rather than our accomplishments. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion. It's a moving target that we'll never fully reach. And that's okay. Remember, even on the toughest days, you have the strength to keep going. Break things down into smaller steps, reconnect with your why, surround yourself with positivity, take care of yourself, and celebrate progress over perfection. These steps will help you stay motivated when you feel like giving up. So keep going, keep believing in yourself, and never ever give up on your dreams.